Hello everyone, I'm Krasi, and this video will be about the astrological talisman elections for the month of July. This month we had one election to come for the creation of two types of talismans. Now you know that I make such videos only when this is relevant, not every month, because it is not possible every month to create astrological talismans. Just a very brief overview for those of you who are new to my channel. So what is this? You know that since humanity exists, since the most ancient times, people, especially in ancient Babylon, in Mesopotamia, we are talking about times 5500 BC, would use jewelry not only for beauty, but for reaching their goals or for remedies. So every piece of jewelry which we find now in the excavations, which archaeologists find in the excavations, had certain meaning, was talisman or amulet. The talismans are the pieces of jewelry which have the purpose of helping you achieving something or working as a remedy in your horoscope. For example, if you have afflicted or weak planet, you may easily support this planet and the work of the planet with a talisman. Though amulet is again a piece of jewelry which has mainly protective purpose to protect you against evil eye, against the bad influences of people, and even spirits. Now, the astrological talismans and the amulets are made when in a very well mathematically, I would say, chosen astrological timing, when the planet or the star in question is highly dignified in many, many ways and very, very powerful. And I would say that this is really quite advanced astrology. So it is part of the electional astrology, which would say to pick a date and a time for certain event. So is happening with the creation of the astrological talismans and amulets. Of course, I will speak about the month of July, but before that, just to make this quick overview. So what I'm making is I'm searching well in advance a very good astrological timing for the creation of certain talismans, and then 10 days in advance before the moment, the astrological moment, of the ritual of consecration, ritual of the talisman or the amulet. I'm fasting also quite before this moment. I'm gathering herbs, gemstones, and creating the piece of jewelry which will be consecrated in the given moment. Consecrated would mean this is a white, very benevolent ritual which is made to invoke the spirit of the planet or the star, and which moment actually it is a divine process when you are using the herbs and essential oils, everything consecrated in advance and gathered again in the right astrological moment. So it's a complex but beautiful process which is very inspirational and gives brilliant results. Now, there are many, of course, rules when doing the astrological magic, and especially significant was this month the creation, I will show you my screen, of the talismans of Aldebaran, the star associated with power and wealth, the star which is in the eye of the celestial bull, the eye of Taurus, and this star Aldebaran is the first and most important royal star out of 4. So what was so significant about this particular election, which I will show you in one moment, it happened on the 17th of July, but it was so powerful, not only because the moon was conjoined Aldebaran, not only because Aldebaran was on mid-heaven, very beautifully placed, Venus was there, but also because this is associated with the heliacal rise of the star. This would say that shortly before that, before 4th of July, Aldebaran was hidden in the rays of the sun, so was particularly, it was not really available for the creation of talismans. But at one point, the star became visible. And actually here, just a big, not a big bracket, but bracket to open and tell you that you know the horoscope of America, the United States of America, why this horoscope is so interesting and why the destiny of the United States is also so interesting and so much associated with power and wealth. This is because it was made during the heliacal rise of the same star Aldebaran. So we are in a way imitating these good conditions and making the Aldebaran talismans. So look at my chart. Yeah, this is the chart. So look, I think, yeah. So you see you have Aldebaran on midheaven with the moon, and Venus is also here, and it is also 17th of July, and our Mutan is Venus, which is ruling Taurus, so it's very strong. And on this particular day, the star was highly dignified, really highly dignified. Venus, Aldebaran, moon on midheaven, Venus rising term, and nearly the time of the heliacal rise of Aldebaran, which is point number 1 of importance. No afflictions, even the other way around. Trine of Saturn, and the trine of Saturn is benevolent, it's benefic, because the trine of Saturn gives stability in what we reach. So this is particularly powerful Aldebaran election, and it is, I will show you the second election in a second, which is about increasing luck, power, wealth, but it works amazingly, increases luck. And I have many responses from people who have Aldebaran talismans who are saying that they went through financial crisis and they didn't experience the crisis themselves. So the crisis was around them, but they didn't. And it is probably due to the talismans which they have. So my talismans work powerfully. And the Aldebaran talismans are already consecrated and available on my website. And the link is below. And I hope this video is interesting also for the people who already have my talisman, so that they see really the elections. And now let me show you the other election. It looks a bit similar. It is of tomorrow morning, when I will be making Venus talismans. This is a very good election. It will be very powerful, because look what we have here. First of all, it's made in the hour of Venus. Aldebaran was the same, hour of Venus. This is very important. The planetary hour is more important than the planetary day, but always avoid days like Saturnine or Martial days. So I'm trying to avoid, and I never take days ruled by Mars or Saturn, but the planetary hour is extremely important. So look what we have here, hour ruled by Venus. Venus is in Taurus. Then we're having, what I forgot to say about Aldebaran is, what is important is the moon is waxing and is applying to aspect with Venus, super powerful, and is separating from aspect with Mars, which would say the bad is behind, and we're looking at the future, at the bright, good future of Venus. So behind is Mars, and Venus is coming forward. So this is literally meaning when the moon is separating from aspect with Venus and is applying to aspect with, separating from aspect with Mars and applying to aspect with Venus, and is creating a trine, beautiful trine. Another thing that we have is Venus rising term, and also you have many brilliant things here. You have the heliacal rise of Mercury also in the 11th house, which is also aspecting the ascendant. So it's a very good election of Venus, morning star in Taurus. So what is also very specific for these elections is that with Venus, I will be making it when also while welcoming the visible Venus in the morning, as she will be a morning star. So these talismans of tomorrow, I will be consecrating when with together with Venus that I will be looking at on the morning sky, and this will be quite early in the morning. So this is very important. Now, these are the two elections of the month of July, and there are many other. Actually, the astro magic is something amazing. I am having talismans for the benevolent planets, for all of them. Saturn I will be making in November, but Saturn is not for everyone. Saturn is brilliant in terms of protection. Saturn works almost like our go. Like our go we use against black magic, against evil eye, against well, any kinds of bad influences. This is our go, the head of the Medusa amulet, but Saturn has similar role, very, very powerful protection. This is Saturn, but this is for November. Before that, August, but I will make separate video on August, but August is very, very special month. In August, something amazing will be happening, and this is the celestial new year, the God's new year, which is taking place every year on the 19th of August, and is associated with the heliacal rise of Sirius. I'm explaining this. I have an article on my website which I just placed, and I'm also going to make separate video only about Sirius because this is a big, big topic. For 2.5 years or longer, I think 3 years, I couldn't make talismans of Sirius because Saturn was making opposition towards to Sirius and was destroying these elections. So it wouldn't work if I would have made such talismans. They would have had bad influences. But now we're having the pure, absolutely the pure energies of Sirius, which will be rising heliacally on the 19th of, actually it's expected from 17th to 19th of August. Sirius is rising before the sun. This would say 4:30 in the morning. Then I will be making the Sirius talismans. What is Sirius? It is a star very significant for the year of Aquarius. I will make very, very detailed video, especially about Sirius because it's worth it. And Sirius was considered very important by the ancient civilizations, by the Egyptians, Babylonians, and Sirius is associated with royal power, high spiritual consciousness, also is associated with visibility in what we do, because Sirius is having the high magnitude, but is having different colors and makes people visible. People who have Sirius on key positions in their horoscopes are very, very successful in multiple ways. So this will be the most important election. There will be 2 more elections in August, but Sirius seems to be the most important one. And this will be for the 19th of August. So just to let you know also that for you it will be good to welcome Sirius because it is worth it, and this connects us more and more with the spirit world. So Sirius, God's new year on the 17th to 19th actually of August. So, and I will be consecrating the talismans after while welcoming the star. This is something fascinating. But you already also watched the star. So yes, this was to inform you about the elections of July. I promise about the August elections to inform you in advance. So hope this was interesting. You can see all my talismans. The talismans of Jupiter work amazingly. I created them in January 2020, and I've been waiting for this selection for many years because Jupiter is only one time per 12 years in Sagittarius. So this is something, this selection seems to work very well. I hear from people. So thank you for your attention, and your comments are welcome.